Okay, so picture this. It's 2010. This company called Rovio was like, alright, I'm about to make a mobile game. Wait a minute. Didn't I do this video already? I'm getting the feeling that I already filmed this video, like, like maybe 2-3 days ago? Wait, has it actually been 3 weeks? Okay, geez, man. YouTube isn't my only thing that I'm doing with my life. I have, like, other things to be doing. Like, I always forget that I have a YouTube channel and I need to keep posting, otherwise I'll become irrelevant and the YouTube algorithm will forget me. Well, can I at least make it a different video this time? It's just, doing the exact same video all over again just seems cheap. Okay, fine, I'll see what I can do. So, in case you missed it, a few weeks ago, I made a video talking about the Angry Birds Star Wars telepods because I just randomly stumbled upon them, and I thought, hey, these are kind of interesting, so I'm gonna make a video on them. Well, I did that exact thing, and it only got 17 views, so I guess no one really cares about Angry Birds Star Wars. But screw it, I'm doing it again this time. That sentence didn't really make any sense. So, something that I talked about in that video was the fact that in Angry Birds Star Wars 2, they made the figures, these things called telepods, which you put them on this thing and it scans them onto the camera on your iPhone or iPad, and then they get teleported into the game, alongside all the other Toys to Life games like Skylanders, Disney Infinity, Lego Dimensions, and Nintendo Amiibo. And I wanted to see if those still worked, but unfortunately, Rovio deleted Angry Birds Star Wars and every single other game off the App Store. No! My childhood is gone! But, however, I was looking through my App Store history a few weeks ago, more realistically like a month ago, considering how fast time works now, and I stumbled upon them. Not only Angry Birds Star Wars 1, but Angry Birds Star Wars 2, just sitting there in my App Store history, untouched for like half a decade. And so I downloaded them instantly, praying that they would still work. And guess what? Alright, here is one of the levels. I just booted it up. First up we have Qui-Gon Jinn. Now let's just try him out. Obviously he has a lightsaber move. I did hit a little too early, so let's just try it again. Alright, there we go. Took out three pigs in one hit, so yeah, that's pretty good. But there's still one guy left, and this is the part where I want to see if the telepod will work. So up here we have this button showing us how to use the telepod, and I have a telepod on me right now, so let's just see if Chewbacca will work. So I have set it up on my camera, and let's just hope that it works. And I knocked him off. Please work. I don't know if I'm like doing it correctly, because I think I've only done like the telepod thing like once, like throughout like my entire like Angry Birds Star Wars like playthrough, because the older iPad that I had that had Angry Birds Star Wars 1 and 2, it was like, I'm pretty sure it was like the first model of iPad, and it didn't even have like a camera on it, so like that's how old the iPad was. And I never got to test it out, and I think I only got it to do it like once on like a phone, like back in like 2015 maybe. You know what? I think it's a bust. The telepods might not work anymore. So yeah. Anyways, cut to whatever the hell the rest of this video is gonna be. So yeah, as you saw in that clip, the telepods weren't really working, so I tried looking around on the internet, and I stumbled upon a Reddit post that basically said that since Rovio had discontinued all the games, and that the telepods are basically now useless, even though you might have the game like still installed, but I guess Rovio just disabled like the teleports from working. So what the hell am I supposed to do with all these guys then? Useless to me. So then you might be wondering what the hell the rest of this video is going to be about, since now those teleports don't work, and I just threw them gently onto the floor. But more like 2 weeks ago, I was looking on eBay to see if I could find any more teleports, because I was still chasing that Angry Birds high from discovering them in my app store and playing the crap out of them. But when I was looking on eBay, I saw some pretty insane prices for them. Like, yeah, I get it, they were released like 12 years ago, but like, can we chill out with the prices, please? Like, what the hell, man? And then I saw someone selling like 27 figures for only $50, which is a steal if you ask me. Well, it's $50 Australian, so what's that, like 30 US? So, yeah. And yeah, it said telepods like right there on the eBay listing. However, when I bought it, I didn't think that I would be buying the original figures from the 2012 sets that are clearly not telepods. So, I kind of got a little bit scammed, but at the same time, I don't really care, because I still, at the end of the day, got Angry Birds Star Wars figures, and that was basically my main goal with this eBay listing. So the first figure that we have here is Luke Skywalker Bird, and he is in his Return of the Jedi outfit, and the only way that you could access this version of him is by completing the Dagobah missions as like a bonus pack that you could get in the game. And yeah, that reveal at the end of getting Return of the Jedi Luke was absolutely crazy to 5-year-old me. I'm like, whoa, he has a green lightsaber now, that's even crazier, and he does more damage as well. And yeah, I have the telepod version here as well, so let's just get a little comparison. So obviously the telepod is a little bit bigger, since he has to have the QR code on the bottom, and he also has his green lightsaber out, but on the original it's just on his belt, which is a really nice detail. Next one we get is Han Solo Bird, this time being portrayed by Chuck, the iconic yellow bird from the original Angry Birds games. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He's got like the Han Solo vest, I guess, and he also has his like holster down there with his DL-44 blaster. That's the official name, in case you were wondering, but you probably won't. So yeah, just getting a full look around. Yeah, he's a pretty nice figure all around. This is the bottom, I guess. They only have like one hole on the bottom. It's like no QR code, so that's how you can tell that these aren't telepod figures. Why? I didn't even go anywhere. Hold on. Why? Just bounce floor over the balls. The next one we get is Darth Vader Pig, who is probably like the main villain of Angry Birds Star Wars 1, probably, I don't know. And we all probably remember him most for being on the fail screen for whenever you lose a level in the original Angry Birds Star Wars, because, you know, he's just laughing at you because you lost a level of Angry Birds Star Wars. Like, come on, man, you have to pick a struggle, my dude. And then just comparing him for a moment to the telepod version. So here is the telepod one on the right, as you can see there, with his slingshot lightsaber, which, fun fact, was not in the actual game, but it was like all over the marketing for the game. Like when you download the app on the App Store, like this is the icon for like the Angry Birds Star Wars 2 is Darth Vader with his slingshot lightsaber. Like, and I guess the telepod is the only other time that it shows up, but I don't know why they made that like the full marketing for the game, even though it was based on the prequel trilogy. Like, are they stupid? So yeah, Darth Vader, a pretty cool one. Yeah, remember in the Palpatine boss fight at the end, when you use all your birds, you get to use Darth Vader Pig and defeat Palpatine, and then he never returned after that. The next one we get is a blue bird, but this time as a rebel pilot, specifically Wedge Antilles from, like, you know, the Battle of Hoth and the Battle of Yavin. So yeah, basically this guy has the same abilities as in regular Angry Birds, where he splits off into 3 and breaks a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, has the rebel pilot helmet, and you know, he has like the rebel visor at the front, and he's fallen over. Great. We are slowly getting more obscure with this one, who is Panda Baba Pig. Now, if you don't remember who he is, he was the guy in the cantina in episode 4 who got his arm cut off by Obi-Wan. Yeah, they made a figure of this guy. Like, come on, what the heck is going on? He isn't even in the game! Although he was in the CG animated trailer for Angry Birds Star Wars, so I guess That's pretty cool. That was like his only other relevance to the Angry Birds Star Wars cinematic universe. But yeah, I don't know, he keeps his like rough design pretty well into Angry Birds. Like he has like the weird like walrus like teeth on the front, but then they just added a pig nose and pig ears on the top and just made him green, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. It works, I guess. And he also has like these weird bug eyes on the sides of his head. So I mean, yeah, his design works pretty well as an Angry Bird. And yeah, he also came in the Mos Eisley Cantina set with a Greedo Pig, which unfortunately I don't have him in this lot. I'm assuming the person that I bought this off lost him along the way, which, you know, that's what happens when you buy stuff like 13 years ago. Wait, 14 years ago. Now that I just realized it, yeah, the 2012 was 14 years ago. Next one we get is Boosh Pig, you know, that random bounty hunter from Return of the Jedi that turned out to actually be Leia. So, this figure kind of confuses me because it's a pig, but it's a good guy. Like, I need to think about this. This is really confusing my head. It's kind of like in Angry Birds Star Wars 2, where they made Revenge of the Sith Anakin. They kept him as a bird, but you could play as him on the pork side. So that was pretty cool. I'm like, whoa, you get to play as a bird, but you're fighting birds. That's crazy, my dude. Like, what's going on? So yeah, it's pretty neat. Also, this one didn't show up in Angry Birds Star Wars the game, but yeah, this was a figure in the Jabba's Palace playset alongside this freak of nature. We got the Rancor Pig. Yeah, I don't know that. This one also didn't show up in the game because for some reason they decided to cram the entire like section of Jabba's Palace from Return of the Jedi into one singular cutscene at the start of the Return of the Jedi Endor levels. Like, I don't know. Would you leave in the comments down below? Would you have rather played through Jabba's Palace or the Endor levels? Like, I don't know. Me personally, I would have much rather have the Jabba's Palace as a stage in Angry Birds Star Wars, but much more than Endor. I don't know, they could have just shoved Endor into the Death Star 2. Like, I could have taken less Death Star 2 levels than what we got. But yeah, I don't know, he's pretty cool, I guess. You know, go on to the side. The next one we have here is Luke Skywalker bird in his Rebel pilot outfit, and this is basically just a reskin of the blue bird that we saw earlier. But yeah, this guy isn't in the game. You can only get him in the playsets, but they did make him a telepod for the second game, so that's pretty neat. Although I don't have that one, because I don't have that one. Yeah, that sentence made sense. And then the next one we have here is an AT-AT pilot pig. This guy's really cool. Obviously, he came from the AT-AT set, and yeah, he has the Imperial logos on his helmet, so that's also really cool. Coming from the same set as that one, we have the Rebel Hoth Trooper. So yeah, he's got like the Rebel Hoth helmet there with like the little goggles on the front, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, all those three figures came from the AT-AT set, which if you remember, Evan 2 made a video on that, and I'll actually leave links in the description of all of the videos that Evan made, where I'm pretty sure all these guys came from. And the last one I have here, this might be my favorite one, we have Han Solo and Carbonite Bird. So this is really funny. He's just there inside the square, so it's really funny. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he was playable in Angry Birds Star Wars 2. They made a telepod of him, and he basically reused Icebird's powers from Angry Birds Space. So yeah, that was all the figures, but you might be wondering, hey, you only reviewed 11 and you said that there were 27 figures here. Well, funny thing is that like half the characters here are all duplicates. Like, look at all these guys. Like, what am I supposed to do with all of these guys? Like, what is going on? I have 3 Darth Vader pigs. Like, what do I do with them? All 3 of these guys solo the sequel trilogy, and it's not even close. Like, you get yourself an army of Darth Vader pigs, and it's over. Like, you're going down, like, with these guys in the fray. Like, eh. So, yeah, I guess that was the video, just showing off more Angry Birds that I got. There will be more videos coming soon, because this is a May the 4th video, and throughout the entirety of May, on every single Monday, I'm going to be reviewing an obscure Star Wars toy line. So next week, I might do a video on the Star Wars Mission Fleet, in case anyone remembers those from like a few years ago. So just expect that video in a week, and yeah, I guess I'll see you next time, and May the 4th be with you. That was cringe.